next we're going to be talking about the Hunger Games as Tony's trying to change his background. Let's beat him to it.
You got me.
Look at it work, y'all. Look at it work. All right, talk about the Hunger Games. Get your description up. You ready?
I'm ready. Hey, quick transitions, baby.
All right, Tony, go. Take it away.
All right, so it really needs no introduction. The Hunger Games is something that's kind of captivated the world back when it first came out over 10 years ago. And this is a prequel, so we finally see really how President Snow becomes President Snow. And I'll leave it there for now, but it's a story of how the Hunger Games really originated.
Janelle?
It was good. It was good. I think it very much has the feel of the Hunger Games movies. It felt a little odd at the end for me. I was a little jarred about how quickly things progressed in a certain scene. I know that you're led to believe that this has been a slow build, but it still didn't not shock you like how quickly. I would love to read the book to see if that's how fast it happened in the book, but other than that, good. My only complaint, and Tony knows this, is there's just too much singing in that movie. It's not a musical. It's not West Side Story. There's parts where the singing is natural due to the character and who she plays, and then there's parts where it's very cringy. Yeah. And I found myself, anytime she started to open her mouth and start to sing again, I remember just kind of going, oh God. And I know I was probably more distracting by doing that, but so it was good. It just, there was I think a little things could have been edited a little bit better, a little tweaked in the story, but overall it was a good background story.
It was an okay background story, and it took me a minute to realize, oh, we're talking about Snow. Okay, cool. Now the other thing that was getting to me is what would they call the plant? Katniss. So now we know where Katniss comes from. That was interesting, but really,
she did explain that in the original Hunger Games. She did explain how her name originated. So
yeah, but I kept trying to figure out, was that Mom? I wasn't quite sure, so didn't know. Anyway, I'm gonna be the first one to talk about it. For me, it was maybe 3.5. Tony?
Honestly, I'd give it a 3.5. I thought it's really entertaining. I thought by far the most entertaining out of all of them so far. Viola Davis is having a blast with the role. She was fantastic.
I didn't recognize Viola at first.
Jason Schwartzman was clearly loving his role, Stanley Tucci-esque. But honestly, Tom Blyth and Rachel Zegler were great. Zegler maybe had a few too many songs, but they were both really convincing, and I thought it was one of the more entertaining. And finally, it's for adults. This is not just for the YA audience. It's heavy, it's darker, it's bolder. They finally took a step to make it for a wider audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it about a 3.5 out of 5. It was good. Things could have been better, but I think if they keep going on with this prequel series, I think it's a good start.
Okay. 3 out of 5. That's what we're going to have to give it. Viola Davis looks more like Don King than anybody. Let's move on.